so you and me can sit and chat about the game like we always do when we play it.
Mhm.
Yeah, because yeah, John's with me right now. He's playing Bioshock Infinite as well, and we both agree. I mean, John got me into this game. We both agree it's one of the most wonderful games ever made. And Bioshock.
And Bioshock, yeah.
Actually, you, John, have the. You're the only. You still have that original Bioshock. You bought the original Bioshock with that statue.
Oh yeah, no, I bought I bought the that package deal where you got the statue. The statue is just incredible.
Yeah.
It's so well made, and of course you get the book, you get the game, the game CD in the metal packaging and everything. Like it was a really nice package deal. But that's like the collector's edition one.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it that a lot of people received their statue, but it was broken?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you didn't?
Yeah, I was lucky. I was very lucky that way. Mine came totally intact. But yeah, there was some people that, quite a few people actually. And again, it's due to poor shipping, obviously.
Yeah.
But some people, they had to return their collector's item because they were broken. But mine's still in the box. My statue of the Big Daddy's still in the box, and it's in mint condition.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and the CD. I never actually used the CD because I already bought the game.
Yeah.
See, what I did was I bought the game, just the game, and I also bought the collector's edition. So the CD in the collector's edition has never been used.
Really?
Yeah. So it's worth a few bucks. I've heard people selling just the statue for like $699.
Yeah, well, now it's worth even more than that, I would suspect.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you. It's probably worth more. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's Jesus, like I can't say enough about Ken Levine and Irrational Games. Like, the first game I ever played of theirs was what the heck was the name of that game?
It wasn't Bioshock at all. It was
no, it was System Shock 2. First game I ever played of theirs was called System Shock 2, and that was a scary game.
Yeah.
And for its time. But and then I got after playing System Shock 2, and then I think I saw a video. It was a video of Bioshock, and it was at one of the E3 conventions.
Yeah.
And so I looked at that video in the E3 convention, and I thought, man, that looks like a great game. And so I thought, well, I'll keep an eye on, see what what else comes out. And they started putting out video after video after video. And they also did videos where they asked Levine questions about the game and stuff while he was playing it and stuff like that. Because it was a game, like the storyline and everything was never done before. Like a complete city under the sea.
Yeah.
Nobody ever touched anything like that before, So everybody was very inquisitive about it. So they kept putting out more and more videos, and every time I saw another video, and the water effects. He did a whole video on just the water effects, and I was amazed at the water quality and the effects of it and stuff. I'd never seen anything like that before, so I kept an eye on it. And it was like, I think I was keeping an eye on it for 3 years until it was finally released.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and oh my God. I certainly wasn't disappointed. Like I said, I pre-ordered the game. I pre-ordered the collector's edition. And I was never disappointed. Never. And then of course the game now Irrational Games is that dev team, and then 2K was the what do you call it? The I can't think of the name. Anyways, 2K backed them on it, and then 2K decided they wanted to do Bioshock 2.
Yeah.
So 2K Australia, they gave the job to 2K Australia. Now Bioshock 2, in all fairness, it's not a bad game, but it just didn't have that atmosphere and feeling that the original Bioshock did.
Yeah, it just didn't have Levine.
What's that?
It didn't have the feeling of Levine taking, you know,
No,
it didn't have anything to do
feel
with
the
it.
same.
Yeah.
It just didn't. The atmosphere was different and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, they did have what they did have in Bioshock 2 was PvP.
Yeah.
And they had these different various maps where you could go in, and it was PvP, which was kind of fun. I played it off and on quite a bit, the PvP part of it. But the story part didn't strike me for Bioshock 2, so I never did finish it. It just, I don't know, I just couldn't keep my interest in it.
Huh.
And then they came out with Bioshock Infinite, and of course that was Levine's team that did Infinite, and thank God it wasn't 2K that did it, but 2K is a publisher, but they also have a development team. But so 2K was the publisher, but Bioshock Infinite was done by the actual team of Irrational Games, and like Infinite to this day, we're playing it right now. And there isn't hardly any game out there that I can compare it to as far as quality.
Yeah.
Visual quality, story, everything. Gameplay, gunplay. Like, it just, boy, they did it right.
Yeah, they did. Like anything that seems to come from his hands is right on the money.
Yeah, no, I wish. Like, apparently him and some of his team are back together working on something, but they're being very secretive. So I can't wait to see what they come out with.
Yeah, no, that'd be really cool.
But yeah, like as far as like a game that came out in 2005 is still kicking the ass of half the games that come out in 2019.
Yeah.
As far as quality and running perfectly right out of the gate. Gameplay, storytelling, the whole works.
Oh, absolutely.
It's crazy. And it's like the devs these days, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree with you. Yeah. They should be.
The false shepherd, this anarchist, is either a mulatto
I don't know. It's a different world today when it comes to games.
Well, that's what greed does.
Yeah.
All
about the money.
Yeah, greed destroys, and it stops anything worthwhile to be done. It's just.
I mean, look at Anthem. Anthem wasn't even a game barely, and they pumped that out.
Yeah.
And they made some money off and stuff like that, but it's done. Nobody wants to play it anymore.
Yeah.
Bet I can get
It's
the
barely a
Monument Island
game
from that station.
Fallout 76, piece of trash. Fallout, the graphics in Fallout 76 don't even come close to comparing with Bioshock Infinite that came out over 10 years ago.
Yeah, or even Bioshock itself.
Yeah,
it came out earlier than that. I mean, you were talking about how the the water effects and everything else, and the graphics alone in Bioshock are incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
so anybody that's that hasn't experienced. Now, I would say if you're not if you don't like being creeped out too much, then get Bioshock Infinite. But if you don't mind being creeped out, definitely get the original Bioshock. That is where it all began.
Yeah.
And that is still an amazing game to this day.
It is.
But yeah. But like after you've played games like this, back 10, 15 years ago, and then you see what they're pumping out now, it's like, how can they be proud of that garbage?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It blows me away.
Yeah.
Like the crap that's being pumped out today compared to, and you go back to the days of the console games, like, the N64, and all the N64 games were on a cartridge. You had to buy that plastic cartridge, to play the game.
Yeah.
And all those games, I don't remember ever one game that didn't work perfect right out of the gate, because they didn't have the capability to patch those games,
Well, no, exactly.
And there was never any glitches or freezing or crashing or, those games were tested properly.
And the thing is, too, is today, there are people who think it's a good thing because there's a day one patch now. I mean, companies are selling day one patches as a plus.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's like, you got to be kidding me, right?
Yeah.
How is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's totally a different generation of gaming.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I said, the example I gave there of Anthem. Jesus Christ, Anthem. That they were charging like $80 for Anthem, $80 Canadian for Anthem.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a game.
Yeah.
Total
garbage.
You were in the lobby and then when you tried to leave the lobby, you were like had those massive wait times, and the game crashed. And, oh man. But,
no, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just horrendous. Today's games are just absolute garbage, man. I don't know. And you know what? The only thing that's really saving, the only thing that's saving the gaming industry is actually indie developers now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say all of them, but in a lot of cases, yes.
Well, a lot of the original ideas are now coming from indie developers.
Yeah, original ideas, yeah, absolutely.
But
there's a lot of crooked indie developers out there too. You gotta be careful.
Man, yeah, there are so many of them.
You gotta be really careful.
Yeah, there are just so many.
Oh,
and the thing is that, I mean, I don't mind supporting new developers, but you're scared to death.
I'll tell you, I feel really sorry for the honest and true indie developers. Because the market is being flooded with all of these indie games. I mean, you can't even count them. There's so many of them.
Oh, absolutely.
Being pumped out. And they're pure garbage.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely.
And the poor indie developer that's truly is making a good game, his game is liable to be overlooked because all the trash that's out there now.
Oh, yeah, it gets smothered. It gets totally buried.
So it's tough. It's tough for indie developers right now.
Yeah, it is.
Because the market's being flooded with so much crap.
Yeah, it is.
And like when it comes to pre-ordering, like I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, I don't pre-order.
The last game I ever pre-ordered was No Man's Sky, and it took over a year before that game was even worth a look-see. After that debacle they had with No Man's Sky. But I haven't, and I won't pre-order anything ever again.
No.
Like there's there's games that I'm quite anxious about.
Oh yeah.
But pre-order not happening. And I'll wait until the reviews are out before I purchase it anyways. And even then I might be because just the way this market is and the dishonesty of the publishers. Like I feel sorry for these dev teams that get into bed with the publishers because their hands are tied. Once they sign up to the publisher, their hands are tied. You know, they pretty much have to do as they're told.
Yeah.
So, and again, like I said, I'm an example of that. I always get that game in. Like, holy jeez. But, yeah, like Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite, it's amazing how they were so far ahead of their time. You know, and you know, like you could pick Bioshock up today on sale for like $9.
No,
Actually, I've seen it cheaper. I've seen it for like $5
Yeah, oh, real dirt cheap, yeah.
Oh yeah, and like you can't go wrong if you don't own this game. You know, and you can. It's on sale for $5. It's certainly worth picking it up. This, or you know, Bioshock or Bioshock Infinite. You won't regret your purchase.
Oh, that absolutely. No, I totally agree.
You know, no. But yeah, I paid full price for all of them, and I don't regret my.
Actually, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, because you were wanting me to get Bioshock on sale because it was near Christmas time, and I said no.
Yeah.
You know, the way you were talking about it and everything else, and
you still can't pay.
it freaks me out. It just
Bioshock
does.
creeps you out so bad you still can't finish it.
No, absolutely. Oh, it just does.
But like that. See that kind of atmosphere. The atmosphere. It's just everything is done so well.
Yeah.
Like especially in Bioshock itself, the atmosphere in that game, and the introduction to the ride that you have to take to get to the underwater city.
Yeah.
The introduction there is just incredible.
Yeah.
And your first introduction to your first splicer. Oh my lord.
I know.
Like,
it just freaks me out every time. No, it just does. I mean, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, like there's so too few games that actually, like, you know, there's a lot of scary games out there. Don't get me wrong. Like Outlast, that's a scary game.
Yeah.
You know, and that other one, what's that one with the where you start off and you meet up with that crazy family. You've played it, I haven't.
Oh yeah, no, that yeah, Bioshock, Resident Evil 7 or something.
Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I've watched videos of it, and that game creeps me out. But I'm not a big Resident Evil fan.
Yeah.
But I love the movie. The original movie was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, just I've never, you know me, I'm not a huge third-person type person. You know, I like my first-person games.
Yeah.
And most of the Resident Evil games are third-person. As a matter of fact,
That's
I think
true.
they
I think they all
except
are.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, they all are.
I think, yeah. But so yeah, that's one of the reasons why I'm not a big Resident Evil fan. But that game, watch the videos, and oh man, that game creeped me out.
Yeah, it does. It is
that had atmosphere to it, guaranteed.
It's a very, very creepy game. No two ways about it.
And like Outlast, and oh my god, I remember back when I played Penumbra. Now that's an old game. Remember that game?
Oh, actually, I bought the entire series. It was on sale for dirt cheap. Yeah, for the entire thing.
Yeah. That original game, Penumbra, that was a scary game. You know,
I haven't played that actually. I haven't even installed it yet.
Oh, you should try it out sometime. I think you'll enjoy it. And another one. Remember Clive Barker's Undying?
Oh, that one I will never play. That one did it to me bad.
That's a crazy game.
Yeah, I will never play it. I played it for a while.
You know, back then, now we're going back into the late 1990s.
Yeah.
But even back then, those games came out. They ran properly from day one.
Yeah.
There was no patches or updates
We're
needed
sorry
or
to say
nothing.
that Monument Island is limits. You've got to go.
No.
Workmanship
Absolutely.
And why they can't still do that is beyond me.
Skylines, huh? Those things them coppers came riding on back by the
okay,
lottery.
we're the testers now.
Yeah, exactly.
We're the testers. We're paying them to test their games. That's how it works now. And that's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard.
Yeah, exactly.
You go out there, you spend $70, $80 on a game now, and it's not even close to being finished, and you're testing it for them. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me.
No.
And avarice and guile, like all his kind in the Sodom below.
But that's the way it is today.
Oh, it is. It is, absolutely.
You pay them to be allowed to test the games. And the perfect example of that was Fallout 76. I lucked out. I ended up getting that for next to nothing.
Yeah, you could, but yeah, they were selling it for dirt cheap.
Oh yeah, like I picked it up when it was like next to nothing. It was actually, I didn't actually pay for it. It was included with something I purchased. Because that's how desperate they got. It was about the second or third month it was out. They were throwing the game at people.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh shit, it didn't cost me hardly anything, so what the hell am I so... I forget what it was I bought. It was a piece of hardware that came with it.
And the Lord saw the wickedness of man was great, and he repented.
I don't
he had
know if
made
it was
man
that
on
hard
the
drive,
earth.
my last hard drive I purchased.
Rain.
No.
Hold
40
on now.
days and 40 nights of the stuff, and he left not a thing
I
that
think I
looked
remember you telling me
alive.
something
Yeah,
like that.
it came with something
You see,
I
my
purchased.
friends,
A
even
piece of
God is
hardware.
entitled to a do-over.
Was it my gaming mouse?
And what is Columbia if not another
Oh, I
mark
No, I don't
But
think it
had
was.
to-
for another time?
But, and I remember watching the video of when they introduced it at E3 like last year, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And Todd Howard was bragging about 16 times.
Yeah, really.
Oh, the textures and this, that, and another thing. And when I installed the game and fired it up and finally made my way out of the vault and walked up to some of the rocks and trees and stuff, I was so disgusted. I'll tell you, if I was so disgusted if that game,
He's gone to ground.
had it came on a CD, I'd have started using CD as a coaster. But it comes with a cardboard CD with your access number. You don't even get a hard copy anymore. But oh man, unbelievable.
Yeah.
There's another skyline up above.
And so I
Get
walked
some
up
elevation. I
the
could
street.
probably reach it.
Oh, and another thing too, they were bragging about the lighting effects, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, was I telling you about this? So they're bragging about the lighting, right? So I end up going around the backside of like basically a kind of like mountain, not really a full-size mountain, but a big rock hill, eh? I'm on the backside of this big rock hill, and the goddamn sun is shining right through the hill.
Yeah, really.
Oh man, oh just terrible. Like I
Yeah,
couldn't
it is.
believe it. I just couldn't believe it.
It is really quite bad.
So I don't know. I didn't put much time into that game at all. I was so disgusted with it, and the boldface lies
Yeah.
at the E3 convention they said about the game. Just unbelievable. Last time I tried it, I never uninstalled it, but I did try it not that long ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it's still so unoptimized.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that and then they just came out with in their store. They absolutely promised that the only thing they would sell in their store was like skins and stuff like that that had nothing to do with the game, right?
Yeah.
And just the other day, now they're selling weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're selling weapons.
It was supposed to be only skins only.
Yeah, yeah.
God, they're such a crooked company. But they all are.
You know, and they're sneaking stuff in more and more all the time, but they keep getting caught lying.
Yeah.
Like, people aren't stupid.
No, they're not. But people keep buying the crap. You know?
I don't know about Fallout 76 though. I doubt they're selling many.
Oh,
Like, I know they're giving them
yeah.
away with a lot of other stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's sad. It's sad what the gaming world has turned into.
It's true.
You know, I just I don't know, if I gotta pay $80 for a game, man, it better be fleshed out and fully finished.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's why I like you know, like a game like Red Dead 2. You know, say what you want about Red Dead and Red Dead 2. They're absolutely gorgeous games. They come out the way they're supposed to come out, and then what is it, Project Red?
Stand down!
You know, there's another company that still puts out games that work from day one.
The Delaware with flaming sword and the wings
But
of angels. Watch over me.
that's
and let
like
me straight.
two
Father Washington.
game developing companies out of how many that actually still put out a decent game.
Yeah. See, a lot of the problems too is like with EA, for instance, right? Even Ubisoft or whatever. That they all they do is keep pushing the same game, but with a different skin.
Oh yeah,
It's like, and EA's been the worst, because they've been doing it since what, Tiger Woods 2004 or
all
the sports games look the same.
All their sports games are just they're adding on in the new players in the new teams. That's it. They don't do anything to change the game other than add the new players, and if there's a new team or anything like that, they don't do anything else.
Take that skyline to Monument Island.
It's sad.
Yeah.
And they add gambling mechanics.
Yeah, and no, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know why you've come, false shepherd.
Yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad Bethesda decided to follow in their footsteps. Bethesda, Bethesda has always had issues with their games, even Fallout 3. But that was still a good game.
Oh yeah.
Fallout 3 will always be probably my favorite.
From them, yeah.
Yeah, and they had a good reputation, Bethesda, even though their games, like, listen, I'll tell you, their engine they use is not a good engine. That Bethesda uses for the Fallout and the what's the other series they do? Their Skyrim and that.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they're great games, it's the modders. But see, they were smart. It's the modders that think their game's great.
Yeah.
And but see, Bethesda has taken the path of EA and
well, they're trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course.
And they're getting caught lying.
Yeah.
And now.
I mean, no one's gonna buy their
To
games
repay
anymore.
a debt.
Well, that's the problem. There's
Yeah.
two games. Bethesda's got two games coming out in the near future, and people aren't even talking about them. One of them's that sci-fi game, and the other one's a new a new Skyrim game or something,
Yeah.
and nobody's talking about them
Well, yeah.
because of what the lies and everything, and what they did with Fallout 76.
Well, exactly.
So
Like
their
we-
reputation is screwed.
Oh, big time screwed.
Not
And
all
the
debts
problem
can
is,
be
and
repaid.
here's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Id Software, who does Doom,
Yeah.
of course, is affiliated with, well, at Bethesda is their publisher. And Bethesda has pretty much ruined id Software
Oh, they did. Yeah.
because, like, the, what was that game they brought out just recently from id?
Oh,
Was,
yeah. I know the game.
Rage 2.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Rage 2. That, by all rights, that is actually a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not selling it because
You don't know me.
It's Bethesda who the publisher,
Exactly.
you know. So they I'll bet you id is regretting being with Bethesda right now.
Oh, yeah.
And the new Doom, the only reason Bethesda will be still in business is because the new Doom's going to sell well, you know.
Oh, well, you hope, right?
Well, it will. The new Doom will definitely, you know, you pretty much guarantee. Everybody likes the Doom games. You know, and they all make money. So
Yeah, I like the original Doom, and I like Doom 3. That
Doom
one's
3,
the best.
That Doom 3 is always going to be my favorite.
Yeah, that's just incredible, that game.
I know it's linear. Doom 3 is very linear, but the atmosphere and the shadows, the lighting, everything is just bang on.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And the story.
Yeah.
Storyline's really well done.
Prophecy is my business, Mr. DeWitt.
Well, it's just sad.
As blood is yours.
That's what
You
Creed
know
does.
why
It
these
destroys.
men will die?
Yeah.
It just does.
Because I have seen their future in the glory. And hence they are.
You put out a piece of garbage and you only sell 1 million copies, and you put out a really, really good game and you sell 6 or 7 million copies, or the point I'm trying to make is you put out a crappy game with a whole bunch of microtransactions and you sell 1 million copies, right?
Yeah.
You put out a really, really good game with no microtransactions and you sell, you know, up in maybe 10 million copies.
Yeah.
Who made all the money?
Well, yeah.
The ones that brought out the good games.
That's right. That's right.
What brought you
Because
to
people are sick of those microtransactions.
Bring us the girl and
Oh, they
wipe
are.
away the debt. This will end in
And
blood.
the gambling.
Then
Oh,
again,
I know. That's just bad.
it always does with you, doesn't it?
The
Like
gambling.
now it's late.
It always ends in
It's so
blood.
late now. It's ridiculous. The gambling casinos.
You've come to lead my lamb astray, but thy crook is bent,
A
and thy
basketball
path is...
game, roulette wheels, slot machines.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. They're trying to get so many young people addicted so that they can keep buying their games. Jeez.
Well, did you see the ESRB rating for that basketball game with all the gambling in it?
3 years old.
3 and up.
Yeah. Well.
For
Now-
3-year-olds and up. They're trying to get 3-year-olds to gamble.
Yeah. 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 No, exactly. They are.
Like, wow. That something's got to be done about that.
Yeah. No kidding.
You know, okay, you're not forcing anybody into anything. Yes, I understand that. Well, no, they are and they aren't, because they've made it in such a way that if you're not willing to spend any money, the grind is going to be incredible for you to get anything you want.
Yeah.
So they're basically trying to force you to spend money so you can get the better players, blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that.
Go back to the
I mean, that's
source
if
you
that you
came
do,
to.
you can get them, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, the odds of getting a top player was 0.01 something. That's like 1 billion to 1 odds, you know,
Yeah.
that you're going to get that player you want. So that's what it's all about now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But to have an ESRB rating of 3 years old and up in a game that supports is strictly gambling. I mean, I just don't understand. You know, you can spin that any way you want, and that's still blatant gambling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I don't know. Like I never get excited
Gotta
about
find the
games
controls to
anymore,
take this thing to
except
Monument
for
Island.
well, there's 2 games right now. Cyberpunk 2077. I am looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I'm also looking forward to Outer Worlds with Obsidian.
Yep.
You know, but again, I'm not going to pre-purchase.
The Lord forgives
I'm
everything.
going to wait till the reviews come out. And
I'm just a prophet.
one more game, and that's
So
that
I
Savage
don't
Planet. Journey to Savage Planet. That game looks hilariously funny.
Jesus!
So that's 3 games. Out of all the games that are coming up, that's the only 3 that I have any interest in. And, you know, who knows? I'm liable out all 3 of them. I might only decide to buy one of them. Depending on the reviews and, you know, what they look like.
That was close.
Might not buy any of them. They might all be crap.
Yeah. No, that's true.
You know, who knows? I don't know. I don't see Project Red putting out a crappy game, though.
Not Project. No.
No.
Well, their last game they put out there was more of a tabletop for their that card game they created.
Yeah.
You know, but it was so scripted that you could play through the game. That was not a great game. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great.
Well, not like the Witcher series.
No,
like,
the Witcher series, top of the line stuff.
Yeah. The Witcher series, that's good game.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was, but then see, that's not my kind of game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Beautiful game. Watch videos of it. Gorgeous game.
Yeah.
But it's just not my kind of game. But they do put out good games. I mean, there's no 2 ways about it. And Obsidian, you can't, they always seem to put out good games too. So
They do, yeah.
Yeah.
But Obsidian is actually the original creators of, I think, of Fallout 1, Fallout 2.
Yeah, and they did Fallout New Vegas.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, and that was
Because Fallout 4 was a pathetic
Fallout
piece
New
of crap.
Vegas was better received than all the other Fallout games.
Really?
Yeah. Now Fallout 3, like I said, Fallout 3 is always going to be one of my favorite. But as far as Fallout, it's hard to explain, but Fallout New Vegas, I really enjoyed playing that game, and I liked the new mechanics in it and stuff like that.
Monument Island.
But I don't know, it's just like Fallout 3 just...
Wonder why they got her locked up in this
There was
place.
something about Fallout 3 that I just enjoyed a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy playing Fallout New Vegas. I still play it from time to time,
Yeah.
and I have a lot of fun in it. I think I was telling you about the time I was running around with those det packs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just getting into mischief and having fun, and oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Laugh.
Oh, yeah. Like right now, I'm playing Fallout 3. Yeah, no, it's a great game.
Yeah, listen. It came out with a fair few bugs and stuff, and it was a typical Todd Howard game.
Yeah.
I bought the Game of the Year edition on Steam, and of course, I had to jump through hoops because of that game for Windows Live fiasco.
These crackers need someone
Just
to
to get
clean the floors.
just to get it to run.
Yeah, really, no kidding.
Politicians and scientists don't bother
it's
about
still
what they say
always
around
going to
me
be one of my
because
favorite
I'm some
games.
half-leaded
No two ways about
colored boy. But I can
But,
tell they scared out of their wits by that thing they got locked upstairs. Yes,
But
sir.
Fallout
They got
New
a talk
Vegas
about
didn't
the
have
tail,
those problems.
and they don't know
It
whether
came
to
out
hang on
like it was basically
run.
a good game right from day one.
Absolutely.
So, anyways.
Yeah, it's the modders that always save their games.
Mm-hmm.
Always the modders.
Yeah.
And some of the content, I mean, if you look at the all of their games, there's always community patches for them.
Oh,
made
yeah.
by the modders that actually really fix the game.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the modders, Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 and, well, modders can't do anything in Fallout 76, but Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 especially, if it wasn't for the modders, oh, man, they'd be in trouble.
Yeah, oh, yeah. No one would be buying their games because the modders... And the thing is that they're always trying to screw over the modders now.
Mm-hmm.
They're stealing their product.
They're trying to sell the mods for a profit without giving anything to the modders.
Exactly. They're stealing mods.
Yeah.
They're literally stealing mods.
Yeah, and they won't even take the time out to do the work themselves.
No.
Like, that's... Oh, man. Oh, don't get me started on that one. Oh. The things Bethesda won't try.
Yeah.
Like Bethesda was the one that started that idea.
I know. Well, it was a couple years ago. They tried to do it on Steam.
Yeah, on Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, that didn't last long.
No.
But to take something a modder did that they had
Mr. Thompson,
absolutely
sir,
nothing
I replaced
to
the
do
entire
with,
fuse bank
and try and sell
the
it
lights were all in working order last night.
for a profit.
There they go again.
Exactly.
We go through boxes of fuses every day as of late.
That's crazy.
Something's happening.
That's the kind of crap we're up against these days.
Mm-hmm. No, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, if anybody, when, people that are, younger, the younger people that are gaming these days, they should really take a hard look at stuff that came out back in the early 2000s.
Yeah. Exactly.
And know that they can, play the game without issues, without microtransactions and all this other crap. And just experience it.
Yeah.
Experience it the way it should be.
Exactly. I mean, there's some really great games out there.
Yeah, that look better than half
It's one
the games
thing to
that come out
imagine
today.
one's future.
And
another
with
to
the new video card technology and stuff, that has come out, and there's games, AAA games out there that still don't even compare to some of those older games.
No, yep, no, I totally agree.
And that's to me, that would be a total embarrassment.
But she
Yeah.
shall take up my mantle.
If I was a dev today and I put out a game that couldn't even compare to a game that came out like back in 2005, I mean, my God.
Yeah. And there's a lot of developers out there.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I go with joy,
Wow.
knowing that Elizabeth will take my earthly place.
But so yeah,
False shepherd is
if Red Dead 2 finally comes out on PC, I'll certainly be
I will
taking a
not
real hard
board
look at that one
train
too.
until
Yeah,
she
me
is
Because
safe
I've
from
watched
his
videos of that
deception.
game. That is a great game.
Dressing room. That's where we need to go.
I do own Grand Theft Auto 5. Not 5's fun to play, when you just want to run around, get in trouble, and cause all kinds of shenanigans. But that's about it for me.
Yeah, no, yeah, the only time I play online is when I was just to rob stores.
Yeah,
And raise up because, I mean, I had no interest in playing with other people or, earning money, or I could care less about any of that. But, there's one thing about all of their games is that it gets very boring.
Yeah.
And that's all you seem to do is to want to cause as much mischief as possible.
Yeah, where that's all fine and dandy, but like if you try to follow the storyline, it really is quite boring.
It is. And all that's really left is for you to go around, you know,
Yeah.
and do,
And just cause mischief.
yeah, see how many stars you can earn
Yeah,
by having killed
get
as
a
many
fi-
police.
Get a 5-star going.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. But listen, I'll tell you, the game that I really enjoyed playing, and you and I both played together on a couple of occasions, that is like that, but is totally off the wall funny, is Saints Row, the 4.
The 4, yeah. Saints Row 4 is just pure funny.
And that game, like it just comes out of the box. It ran right.
It did. I had
no
no
issues. Yeah, and that game is hilariously funny. Well, look, I mean, you and I, we couldn't stop laughing that one time.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Lordy. But
that was kind of funny.
But that's what
suspect it has
Grand
less
Theft
to do
Auto
with what
5.
she
That's the kind of
is,
feeling you
and rather
should
more
get from
with what she is not.
a big wide open game
A
like
small
Grand
part
Theft
of her
Auto 5,
remains
but
from where she
your
came.
storyline is
It would seem the universe
pretty
does not
bland.
like peas mixed
It
with
is.
its
I mean, you had
porridge.
3 characters that you played for, but still, I mean, if you just played the game, like the storyline itself, and did nothing else in the game itself,
Yeah.
I mean, that game, you could probably finish it. Like, I've never finished the game because I got really bored of it.
I haven't either because I'm the same as you. I just couldn't play it anymore. I just like, nah, this is not fun.
Yeah.
It's just boring.
And the damn thing is super, super big to install.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Yeah, and then you compare that to Saints Row. I mean, I'd rather play Saints Row any day. But that's just me.
Well, you had superpowers and all that stuff. And
It just
you had fun with it.
It was built on comedy.
Yeah.
For it to be fun, always fun. Like the weapons. All of those weapons are just ridiculously funny.
They are.
Plunger and the giant dildo gun. I mean, come on.
Stop it!
Oh
Who
man,
are you?
I still
name is
laugh
DeWitt.
about that.
I'm a friend. Time to get you out of
Get
here.
away.
But you can't laugh like that in Grand Theft Auto. There's no
Are you real?
No.
there's no scenarios to make you laugh. Really,
Exactly.
You've got to go.
No, exactly.
Why?
You don't want to be here when he gets here. Just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
Mind you, the graphics are okay, but
There's no way out. Trust me.
And, the
Stop
place
it.
was
You're too
huge.
impatient. That's
yeah.
enough.
I mean,
about
yeah.
this?
What about it?
It's a huge map.
What are you?
But
Give it to me.
but again, and like you said, the graphics were okay. Not great. They're okay.
yeah.
I would even go as far as to say Saints Row. The graphics were even better in Saints Row myself.
Yeah.
That's
No,
yeah.
absolutely.
It's a way out.
And the combat.
This way.
Yeah, I would
It's
say
funny as hell.
it's funny as hell, but it's even better.
His job is to keep me locked up in here.
We'll see about
Like
that.
Jesus, man, who would come up with those ideas? I would just love to have been a fly on the wall in their
Why
boardroom
did you
on
come
that one.
here?
Oh man,
Exactly. Oh, like that one where you had to run and jump and let your body just flail everywhere and
yeah,
bounce off. I mean, that had to be a bug that they added.
yeah. I know. It's like, well, that's a hilarious bug. We'll leave that in there or something. It's like that. Yeah.
Call
Oh
the
man,
elevator.
What?
The hell is? Press the button.
that game will always crack me up.
Oh, yeah. No, we had a lot of fun with that game, you and me.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, we laughed pretty hard playing it.
Yeah.
All this
Recording
time.
and laughing so hard,
Why?
couldn't, like, Jesus.
Why did they put
Almost
me in
pissing
here?
myself.
What
I was
am
laughing
I?
so hard.
Yeah.
What am I?
You're the girl who's getting out of this tower.
But that's the kind of game. Like that, those games are so rare.
They are.
They're just so damn rare. I mean, like again, not to shit on Grand Theft Auto 5 because it is a good game, but it's just
Again,
the storyline is just bland.
This way.
And it's a beautiful game, but it's just I can't play it for very long.
Careful, Elizabeth.
Where a game like Saints Row the Fourth draws me in for hours.
Yeah.
Bioshock, Bioshock Infinite, Fallout 3. I can play for hours and time. Like in games like those, you don't realize the amount of time you spent. Like you look at the clock and it's 5 hours later. You're like, how did I spend 5 hours playing this game?
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly.
But in like Grand Theft Auto 5, I can barely get past an hour and I'm bored.
I know. I'm like
so.
that too. Yeah. The gameplay value for me, it wasn't worth the hard drive space.
No,
really wasn't.
No, that's a huge game.
Yeah.
I just finally uninstalled it.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't justify the hard drive space for it.
I don't like that game enough to go out and buy another 1 terabyte hard drive. I just,
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's so many games out there that are so big now.
No,
and,
no.
Like
Atlas, 120 gig right out of the package.
Yeah, listen, I run out of space so fast. I got a 1 terabyte drive just for my games, nothing else. And I run out of space so fast.
Yep.
It makes you wonder.
Yep.
Like the amount of for a 120 gig game, the amount of coding that's gone into a game that size, and yet runs like crap. Oh man,
I know. No, I mean it's just I'm getting so tired of having games that are just so badly optimized. They don't run. Developers putting shit in the games that there's no need for it.
Well, again, it's poor. It's very poor coding. That's all you can say.
And that seems like Wildcard and the company who bought Wildcard went nuts.
God.
All of a sudden, all these games started coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlas went ahead. It's nothing what the videos portray.
Oh man, the thing that got me about Ark was they came out with Dark and Light, and they came out with Atlas, and they still hadn't completely finished Ark yet.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, really?
Yeah.
Now, Ark is, I would say, in a pretty decent finished state. Like, I can play Ark on all settings, full on.
I said.
But Atlas and Dark and Light, Jesus, man.
I know.
And all it is just, it's Ark, but it's different skins. So why they're not able to have that?
I won't be long, Mr. DeWitt.
Those other 2 games running as well as Ark is beyond me. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, see, the thing is, like with Ark, it always bored me. Like at the beginning when it was first released, that's all I did was play it, right?
Yeah,
well, you and I played it a lot.
Ark. Jeez, yeah, we did.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely, and
it had a lot of fun too.
Oh, big time fun, yeah. But then it just got boring for me because it was like, I mean, the game was totally unoptimized.
And they made some stupid changes to the game that just made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
The reskins, the textures, the big texture patch, that just ruined it.
Yeah.
Remember that? Oh man. Oh, jeez, that ruined the game.
Oh yeah.
And then they nerfed the flyers.
Oh, they did. That was a very bad move on their part.
Jesus, man.
Very bad move.
Oh, it was. Like, all the people, these guys keep coming around on these pteranodons, and they're so fast, and I can't do anything. Well, get yourself a Pteranodon and level him up. Get him fast too. There you go.
Yeah.
But they had to nerf them because
Yep.
people were crying like babies.
Oh yeah. Now devs always listen to the whiners.
Well, yeah, the small minority.
Yeah. Exactly, and I just don't get that. I just don't understand that.
Like,
Why?
if you're playing a PvP game and you have the same opportunity to get a flying mount that you can level up just as well as anybody else, why should that be a problem?
Well, yeah.
It's just,
The
I don't
prophet
know.
may know how his own biography is going to end, but
So they nerfed
I
their,
can
and they even
scarcely
nerfed
fathom how I'm going
the
to start it.
speed, the running speed, like
I mean, other than the kid
your
stuff you
on
get at
your
the Hall
person.
of Heroes, anything
Oh, yeah?
prior to his
Oh, yeah.
baptism was, and
I
here
don't,
I quote,
I don't
hang on,
know how many people caught on to it
Left
because
on the
me,
riverside.
man, when I started leveling
Don't
up
call
my
me a
character,
plagiarist.
speed.
But I'm going to spend
Yeah,
the
you
first
did.
30 pages
Oh yeah, and I
regurgitating
could get to the
script.
point where I could outrun anything,
That's true too.
anything. But you can't do that now.
No.
You cannot do that now. You can
Wow.
you can barely you can barely, as much as you want to pump into speed. You can barely outrun. Well, I don't think you even can outrun the Raptors now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you used to be able to really travel fast in that game, man.
Oh man. Oh, like great, like mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
You fellas
But
see a girl
you
around
were
here?
you had the choice
skirt,
of leveling
dark hair.
up the way you wanted
Look
to
at
level
this.
up.
Why don't you just sleep it off, chum?
But then they nerfed the damn flyers speeds, and I'll guarantee you they nerfed the running speed of your character too. But they didn't say they did, or
Hey.
people didn't
You see a young girl?
Is this some
seem
kind
to
of
pick up
sales
on that.
pitch?
But I sure
Because
did.
I'm not interested.
Because that's how I used to level up my player.
Hey,
And
looking for a young girl.
either that or they increase the running
Where's it,
speed
brother?
of the other animals.
airship. That could be articulated.
Maybe they didn't decrease. Maybe they didn't nerf the player speed, but maybe they increased the like the raptor speed and the some of the other faster reptiles. I don't know, but I have noticed the last time I played it, I'm like, well, not just the last time, but a few times.
Yeah.
I noticed that leveling up the speed of my character didn't seem to be as good as it used to be.
Yeah.
No, but oh well.
I mean, that's one developer who went ahead and thought, that's one thing that really annoyed me with them, actually, was the fact that they just, instead of optimizing the game, they just kept adding dinosaurs after dinosaur after dinosaur. And it drove me nuts.
Yeah, stuff that didn't need to be in there at
Yeah,
all.
All I want is fair pay.
People were saying, stop adding dinosaurs, fix the game.
Yeah, that was going on for the longest time.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, and I still love playing Ark.
Yeah.
I play it the way I want to play it.
Exactly.
If I want to go in and into the INI files and get rid of dinosaurs, I can do that. And if I want to use that mod that puts the flyers back to the way they used to be, I can do that. So I mean, there's you can actually literally bring that game back to its early state if you want to.
Yeah. No, that's true too. But again, there you go. It's the modders
No, yeah,
who
yeah.
fix everything.
Yep, the modders do Yep. Geez, I'll tell you, if it wasn't for the modders, Ark would not be half the game it is.
No, absolutely.
Same as like Bethesda's garbage.
Yeah.
But Wildcard got themselves into trouble, and they had to sell out. And
Because they were thieves, crooks.
yeah.
There you go. They were crooks, and that's
They got caught with their pants down. They had to pay out a huge amount of money. Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't have been thieves.
No.
That's all I can say.
No.
And then they were complaining about people stealing the game, yet they were the biggest thieves of all.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Isn't that something,
Talk about calling the kettle black. Jesus, man.
Almost like the real world, huh? Modern
Stiglitz, Mr. Stiglitz.
Well,
What a crooked piece of crap.
He's got the brains of a child.
You know,
Yeah.
I know a fella who
You know, and it's usually those devs who are the biggest crooks of all. But yet they're the first ones to start crying when someone takes something from them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how dare you take anything from me? And it's like, well, you know, they're hypocrites, and that's all they are, just pure hypocrites.
Look at that. Outlaws has an update.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, let's see how big it is here.
pretend you're Hercules. Left. Now jump, jump, jump.
71.4 megabytes. Well, it can't be too much, but
Yeah.
maybe it's an improvement. Maybe he fixed something. And he needs to do some fixing there. Oh, geez, I forgot to tell you too. Earlier I was playing and I in my single player and I checked to see how much money I had, and I had like almost 1,000.
Really?
It was pretty close because So you know what I did? I bought the mine.
I was just gonna ask you that actually.
I made the oil rig, and then I bought the mine.
Okay.
And you don't dare listen. You need another player to go down in the mine.
Okay. Well, we could play. I'm gonna be finishing here in about 5 minutes.
Hey, miss.
Well, yeah, but you can't play on my single player save.
Hey, miss.
Oh,
And
it's
we
a
don't have
single
enough.
player.
We don't have enough money to buy the mine yet. But I mean, we can work our way towards that. But when you go down in the mine, what it does is it takes you.
How about Paris?
Paris? I don't understand.
Like it
how
loads
we
in
got there.
a mine
That airship's
in a
going, but
mine
if you wanna
shaft,
stay and
eh?
dance,
Yeah.
we can-
No, let's go.
And there's
Come on,
like
let's go. Come on, let's
3 or
go
4
right now.
miners that come after you, and you listen. They're bullet sponges like you wouldn't believe, and they'll kill you. Oh yeah. So you went to all the trouble to buy a mine, and the minute you get down in there, you're being attacked. Oh man. But it's pretty cool. Like other than the fact that you need another person to go down there with you, because I don't know how many bullets it takes to kill those buggers. I never got a chance. I ended up just pumping bullet after bullet into the two that were right on top of me,
I've read about
and I ended up having to go back to the to get out of there, or I was going to die.
All kinds of love with himself.
I didn't get to do any mining whatsoever.
The look of the prophet.
So I don't know if it's worth it or not.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care.